Well, we had two haddock on the fly. It's been a real struggle when I managed to get deep enough to actually hook up on a big coalfish. And talk about a scrap. It really is absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. Its first run, it took about 40-45 yards of line. I was really worried about having enough backing on, but we managed to turn it. And now the pressure's really on. Here it goes again. I've got a feeling this is going to be a longish fight, to say the least. Really got to keep the pressure on these fish. You can't afford to give them a second of freedom. You've really got to keep the pressure on. It's the only way you're going to take them on a relatively light fly rod, particularly when they've got the capability and the strength to literally crash dive straight back into sea. We're fishing in about 100 metres of water. There's the fly line back on again. I'm going to lose it all. Stopped. Don't quite know what's happening in this fish yet. Those things are not right, but it's not panicking. I've just got a little bit of fly line back on the reel now. Just got that little bit more strength to play around. My drag set as tight as I possibly can. I'm just using my fingertips just to slow the spool a little more. It's an experimental fly line that's from Shakespeare, and it's about 140 feet long. And I'm about 130 feet away from the fish at the moment. I can't put any more pressure on. Working this fish really hard. The company is gaining its foot and a half at the top. Working it back towards more fly line and get on the reel with that chance. The fish is trying to circle now a little bit. It's getting confused and it's just trying to circle. I've got a feeling it's going to try and crash dive any second. Maybe when it feels, maybe when it sees the daylight a little bit more, that's when it'll panic and it'll go back to the bottom. We'll see. Even though these are relatively light rods, putting a lot of pressure on them, it will sap the fish's strength. When you need fly rods with a stiff butt for sea fishing, you've got to have plenty of power in the butt so you can really pile lots of pressure on. Problem with fly fishing at this sort of depth is your forearm absolutely screams with pain. You just have to ignore it. Simple as that. And enjoy the moment. I'm also trying to make sure that the fly line goes on relatively even so that if the fish does crash dive, the line can come straight off the spool nice and easy. That's really important to be thinking not just about what the fish is doing, but about what you're doing as well. Getting there slowly but surely. A lot of power in these coalfish. I rate coalfish pound for pound in the top 3 fish. They're targetable in these northern waters, they really are. Absolutely superb fighters. Might see a bit of colour in a minute. Quite a lot of fly line back on the reel now. Here he is. It's a coalfish. There you go. Coalfish on the fly. I don't know what it weighs. 6 or 7 pounds, we'll have to check. But coalfish on the fly. Absolutely incredible experience here in Senja, northern Norway.